All right, welcome back to the Sharp Side channel. I'm your host, CT. Today I have another welding glove review. It is these Lincoln Electric metalworking gloves in the extra large size, and they do have a 4 cut resistance, which is pretty handy. So, if you're working with any sheet metal and you've got yourself a nice burr, you're not going to get cut. The first thing that sticks out, in my mind, about these at least, is the extra finger protection and the extra back of hand protection, just like a pair of mechanics gloves, excuse me, I have over here. They got the extra finger protection. So you have that on these, which is really handy. You're not gonna, excuse me again. Not gonna get pinched as easy. And I will say these extra large size gloves are a little kind of loose on my hands. So I might have been better going off with a large in this case, but not too bad. The cuffs are a little short, a little too short for my liking. See if I can keep this in frame. I have a terrible camera setup. I'm sorry, y'all, but yeah, the cuffs are a little too short for my liking. I just like a little bit of a longer cuff because it adds a little bit of extra wrist protection. You don't have to worry about stuff coming up against your wrist and potentially getting a bad cut, because that really sucks. But they do feel pretty comfortable. They have some kind of lining in them. I'm not quite sure what that lining is, but it just says medium cut hazards, 1,500 grams on the back. Bring you in a little closer. Come on, camera. There you go. But made in Pakistan. So the sheepskin leather exterior. What it says on this side. But yeah, I did pay. Let me check the price on these for you. All right, so I did pay $30 or so for these. I do see they're going for $27 on Amazon, but doesn't seem too shabby, especially because they got this nice FR finger and back of hand protection. Let's go ahead and get these little tabs taken off. Really should keep a pair of scissors around here. Wow, nice moves. So yeah. On the inside, just says hand wash only, no chlorine. The back of that just says metalworking gloves. Says what size it is. Sheepskin leather exterior A4 aramid liner. But yeah, they're pretty comfy, I'd say. I think these wouldn't be too bad if you're in some kind of heavy industry and there's concern for getting your fingers pinched or having stuff fall in the back of your hands. I'd imagine some kind of ship building or pressure vessel making construction, I'd imagine. But if you're in that type of environment anyways, your upper management has probably already established what kind of PPE they're buying for y'all. But if you're just doing some heavier stuff on your own, I don't think these would be a bad idea. Like I said, pretty comfortable, pretty good dexterity. Let's see what I can still pick up. Let's get this this tiny pipe wrench. Can pick that up real easy. No problems. Pick it up. I can loosen it. Tighten it. Now I can loosen it. So that's not a problem at all. I can pick up this little pick. Piece of hair. My goodness. But pick it up by the handle. Excuse me, by the pick. Pick up this little screw. Yep, I can still pick up this little screw. But dexterity isn't the greatest because they're a little big on my hands. But once they break in, I think they'll be pretty good. Not doing any delicate TIG welding in these, I'd imagine, but maybe if you're doing some real heavy stuff, if there's a risk, again, of something falling on our hands. Let's just, for the sake of testing, and because I am a trained professional, let me just find a hammer. A nice looking hammer. We got ourselves this Harbor Freight. What's that, 3 pound? Man, that thing is dirty. What's this, 3 pound? It is a 3 pound. 3 pound cross peen hammer, and we're just, again, guys, I'm a trained professional. Don't do this. Yeah, you felt the impact, but, you know, definitely gonna leave a bruise. Might bruise your bone, but you're not gonna really break a bone unless you have something real heavy fall on it. Again, it's still gonna hurt, but it'll hopefully save from a broken finger, but you're definitely gonna be in some pain. So, I mean, I think that's better than a mechanic's glove impact protection, I think, just because it's a little thicker. But yeah, for $30, not too shabby. I mean, just got them to try and review for you guys. Wouldn't really be my first pick for a pair of gloves, but if you're doing something heavy and there's a risk of something falling in your hands, it's not a bad idea. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate you guys a lot. If you got any ideas for any future videos, please drop that down in the comments. I do read all the comments and I get back to them. I get back to every single comment as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.